Going to be a bit of a different one today. Not only because it's the first TCG that we've done in quite a while. I mean, it's probably been over a month. I mean, I can check exactly when it was, actually. We last played it on the 3rd of January on stream. So this is a little bit of a reprieval, I suppose. But it's going to be a little bit different for another reason as well. And that is because we are, well, look, we can't be confident how things are going to go. You never know how these things are going to shake out. But there is at least the thought, the intention, the idea of turning this into a YouTube video over on the PvP Josh channel as well. So, which, by the way, if you've typed something into the search bar and, you've rocked up into this VOD or you've just rocked up into this channel somehow and then you sort of stumble into this one, I feel like there's just so many references to the different YouTube channels running around. I mean, there's only 2 other ones, I guess. There's the PvP Steve sort of main channel, which is just for the big Pokemon Go PvP shenanigans. And then there's the PvP Josh channel, which is for everything else. But it's fresh. So I was like, oh, let's give it some use. But let's do all the things that we do at the start of our streams. For example, send off a thingo to the Discord at Stream Chatters. Which does remind me, I feel like I should put, the Discord link and such somewhere that it's actually attainable on the VOD channel. But, if you really want to get there, if you're desperate to get there, you can go over to the Twitch channel, which is linked in, every VOD channel description, and then, do ! Discord, if you're really desperate. But at Stream Chatters, live for some TCG. Still stealing, but this time from TimDanklin, an Aussie TCG creator. Okay, there's that sent off. Golf Professor, welcome in. Good evening, I guess. But welcome in. Now we're actually going to post on Blue Sky this time. I'm not going to post it on Twitter. Because my last thing is kind of still popping off over there, so we'll let that sit. But we'll post over on Blue Sky live for some I would say Pokemon TCG using the TimDanklin Dragapult deck. Because to be honest, the Blue Sky interactions are solo anyway, because there's not that many people over there, that I don't really mind just putting whatever over there, to be honest. I might just, because I know people like It's Axon posts all the time on, he posts on Discord, Twitter and Blue Sky, that, he's going live and such, so it sort of is what it is on that side of things, but I feel like there's not really a harm over in Blue Sky. In saying that, I'm saying that as someone that doesn't actually have any understanding of the Blue Sky algorithm at this stage. I feel like I've got decent understanding of, the algorithms on other platforms, Twitter, YouTube, others. But Blue Sky, I honestly know nothing. And part of that is because I haven't necessarily gone out seeking that information. I haven't necessarily decided that it's an important avenue to go down quite yet, because I really do think that the buy-in is pretty low from the Pokemon Go side of things across the board. There's a few very cool people that have completely just nuked their Twitter/X account, and they are only on Blue Sky. So there's people like when I first made my account and started posting stuff over there, people like the 6'4 Ninja, which is a name that I, hadn't popped up on my screen in a long time. Because I, usually only sort of see people's names pop up on Twitter. That was the main spot. And so once he sort of left and went only to Blue Sky, I just didn't see the guy. And so his name started popping back in. I was like, oh, that's cool. And there's a lot of other people as well. But happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Evo. Okay, remember you're still single day. Are we remembering? But welcome in. Look, are we really alone if we're all here? Basically, I do actually have for the most part, we're just going to be sort of playing games today. But I am actually going to record a YouTube intro. I even sort of, I grabbed assets from around the shop to actually record the record the thingo, because the idea is that we'll sort of turn this into a PvP Josh video if it's good enough to sort of do that. I've never edited a TCG live video before, so I don't even know how possible that is, I guess, in the sense of like I don't necessarily know what makes a good TCG live video. I'll get a better understanding once I start editing it, and whether it's just complete trash or if it's like, oh no, I can see some value here. But also like, it sort of is what it is in a way. End of the day, like you sort of come in here, there's a certain level of skill that we may not necessarily have, but we're giving it a run all the same. But hi YouTube. As much as we're not there yet, but I suppose that chat message, actually, I feel like because it doesn't show up very well on this screen, like chat shows up pretty decently when we're in game, but because it doesn't show up very well on this screen, I'm thinking that we might actually ditch the chat box for the YouTube intro and then perhaps definitely bring it back once we actually jump into the games. So maybe we just record the YouTube intro, to be honest, but let me know what you think, I guess. So let's turn this guy off, I suppose. And then, can I do it in one take? The chances are probably not. I sort of have a basic idea of how I want it to go, but I didn't like completely script it or anything. So like I haven't exactly planned completely how it's going to go. But it is what it is. Maybe we just give it a shot. Okay. Oh, let me show you the assets actually. Or do you want me to just show it to you straight into the thing? Welcome in, Wade. We're about to record a YouTube intro. Because hopefully this ends up on PvP Josh. But I was just thinking, maybe I'll just show you the bits and bobs as we go. Because I did get some things ready. We'll just jump into it, I think. Okay. Where are buttons? Okay. Hang on. One button is here. One button is here. Okay. I'm going to address you as chat, I guess, even though you're not physically on the screen until I finish the intro. But it is what it is, I guess. Anywho, let's get on with it. So, I feel like there's a lack of... I know I say it every single time, but it really does feel odd to have to just kick off a YouTube intro on your on your own sim. Maybe single, but I still have thoughts on my beloved. True. Friend is always there for you. Play the Friends theme song. Okay. Let's do this thing. Hang on. Oh, I'll just hit record, actually. Because then I don't have to download it off Twitch. Okay, I'm now recording at the same time, which is handy. So, let's do it this way. Oh, I still have to download it anyway, because I have to upload it to the VODs channel. Ah, well, it is what it is. Okay. Okay, chat, today we're going to be diving back into some Pokemon TCG, but unfortunately, as you know, I'm a Pokemon Go guy, which means that you can't really expect me to keep up to date with what is going on in the TCG meta. I know there's a lot of new cards that have just been added into the game. There's a lot of new things that are sort of running around a little bit rampant. And so I've decided that, you know what? I don't need to know what's going on in the TCG meta, because instead we can just do something way, way easier. And that is right, we can just steal a deck list. And so who have I turned to but my new favorite TCG content creator, TimDanklin. Now, if you don't know TimDanklin, he's essentially an Aussie guy. He won the 2023 Brisbane Regional Championships, and he has been racking up thousands of dollars in prize winnings from around the world, going to these tournaments ever since. And so I figure, like, hey, that seems like a pretty decent person to just absolutely steal a deck list from. So, what was the next graphic I had? Oh yeah. Recently, he uploaded this video, why Dragapult is the new best deck, and he sort of lays out sort of how the meta is changing, what the deck that he's running is, and every time I open up Twitter, I see a new post of how he is running this exact deck and is winning another challenge, another cup, and so like, I mean, that's where this image is from. It was just him, again, getting another win at another cup with this exact deck, so I felt like that was a pretty solid one to steal. And then I have the deck list, and what was the last? Oh yeah. That's right. So this is the deck list of 60 that we are going to be running today. I'll leave a link to Tim's video in the description down below if you want to go check out that one to sort of see him give the proper explanation of how this deck works and such. But, you know, the big, I guess, highlight headline is that Dragapult is the big important Pokemon that we just want to get set up so we can do an absolute ton of damage. But with that said, let's get into it. YouTube intro, done. Okay, let's bring chat back. Come back, guys, come back. Come back. Hey, chat. Hi, YouTube. Yeah, so unfortunately, because the chat doesn't show up very well on the screen, on this screen, I guess, I just sort of removed chat from the intro, but then, you know, now that we're actually going to get into it, chat is back. So I guess it is still hi, YouTube, because you can actually read it once you're in the actual thingo. Once you're not on these white backgrounds, when it sort of goes to that darker background. I realized that maybe I should have actually explained it, explained the deck a little bit, and we can sort of try and do that as we go, and then at the end of this first game, I might try and explain it a little bit more. Take two, perhaps? Let's see if this one works a little bit better. Let's turn the TCG off the screen just to, let's chat. Okay, let's see if this recovers. I think it should. It actually still says that I'm in the same session on Twitch, which is odd. Okay, it says we've got excellent connection. Okay, we might be good now. Let's hope. Okay, I've loaded up my own stream. It looks okay. Looks okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that we'd actually already reduced the resolution, which means that we were probably running in reduced resolution on the last stream as well, accidentally, which is not intentional. Maybe even the last few, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure. But hopefully we're back. I think, okay, the bitrate, it's green. Green is good. Again, partially that might be because we don't have the TCG live thing up at the moment. But we might be okay. Look, we're not really going to find out unless we hit the play button. Like, we might just have to figure it out as we go. So let's open TCG back up. Let's see if this tanks the bitrate. I'm not that smart. I don't really know what all of the bitrate and such generally means. I get it conceptually. I understand that it is the amount of bits of information. The more pixels, the more different colors, yada, 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 all contributes. Resolution, etc., etc., etc. I sort of understand that conceptually. It looks okay. It doesn't seem to be botching. So we might run with it. Was it doing that through the intro? Maybe I should have checked. I mean, I can also just I'll just do the intro off screen if it was wrong somehow. If the thing if the stream was sort of lagging and whatnot, but we'll live. All right, let's hit play. Let's see what happens. I also could have botched it with the recording, potentially. Very possible. Let's find out, though. And let's pretend this was game number 1. Okay, do we want to go first? I think that the answer is pretty much always yes, because we'd love to get it set up as early as possible. Wait for the coin flip. Wait. Oh, boy, we already said Wait, they're flipping the coin, but we already said that we wanted to go first. I think that's just TCG live shenanigans, but hey, we're going first, so it is what it is. Well. Okay, not a bad start. We get the Dreepy straight away, and we really do want to get our Dreepy sort of on the board as quickly as we can. Badoo is a bit of a dangerous starting Pokemon because they're going second, which means straight away they're going to be able to stop us from using any item cards. So we kind of want to use our item cards this turn if we can. So let's just try and get set up. So we've played our Artisan, which will let us get a basic Pokemon. We could get a Badoo of our own, but it turns out we only have 2 Dreepy in our entire deck, which means that there's 2 Dreepy that is sitting in our prize cards. So not ideal. Let's use our Nest Ball. And I think that it's going to be pretty important for us to try and get a specific item later on. I think that we might end up getting a little bit stuck. So I'm going to grab Lumineon here. And we're going to attach Forest Steelstone to Lumineon so that we can sort of, maybe next turn we can get a very specific item and sort of try and get ourselves ready to go. I could use it already to just get like an Earthen Vessel or something to try and get energy under the assumption that we're going to be item locked. Maybe that's actually worthwhile. I think that we actually give that a go. Because we're going to get item locked next turn, we'll grab Earthen Vessel now. Earthen Vessel will let us get 2 energy cards out of our deck by sacrificing 1. So let's just get rid of our Counter Catcher because again, we're expecting to not be able to use items next turn. Let's grab 1 of each energy. Let's attach 1 up to this Dreepy and we can't attack turn 1. So that's the end of our turn. So not the worst start, not the greatest of all time. The fact that our other Dreepy are sort of stuck in the deck means that depending on what they do in their first few turns is going to be pretty scary and important. Oh, and they're running a Sharkadet. I have no idea what this is going to look like, I'll be honest with you. This isn't a deck I know. We'll find out, I guess. Bit rate seems to be holding, by the way, so we might be good. Sit here and wait for them to do something. Boss's orders. Oh, the Lumineon is a bit annoying. Boss's orders into Lumineon means that we do have the option of burning a fire energy to let it retreat because we do only have that 1 retreat cost. They have stopped us from using item cards, which means that we can't use this Buddy Buddy Poffin, which would be pretty nice to use, but we can still use Artisan to try and get some more Pokemon onto the field. So let's just grab our Duskull because we have a Dusclops sort of sitting in our hand. So maybe next turn we can sort of pump that in. What else can we do? Like we can use Arven to get an item card and a tool card, but item cards are going to be useless to us. We can use that to get a rescue board. So actually let's look at doing that. So let's grab a rescue board, which will let us retreat that Lumineon for free. And none of these item cards are going to be particularly useful to us. So I think we're just going to grab an Ultra Ball for now and just sit on it essentially. So let's go. Oh, we've already attached a tool card to Lumineon. Oh, no, I'm a little bit slow. All right, that means we are going to have to go the long way around. So we'll have to attach a fire energy to Lumineon, swap out by burning that energy that we worked so hard for, bring Dreepy back in so we can at least do 10 damage, which is not ideal, but it's something. Hi, YouTube. You're a lovely person to just remember to keep yourself clean. Great advice, Hawkozzy. Great advice. Welcome in. Okay. We've got another Sharkadet coming in. If they aren't really able to change the board state at all and they just sort of keep going with Badoo, we will KO them before they KO us. But what's this guy do? Abyssal Flames. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy in your discard pile and discard all energy from this Pokemon. So they're going to be looking to try and get rid of as much energy as possible. If we look at their discard pile, they currently have none in there. So I guess we're kind of just sitting around waiting for them to do something. Okay. They're really lining up these Sharkadays. Like, brilliant. What does this do? Search your deck for up to 5 cards and discard them. Oh, so this means they're going to instantly be able to throw away 5 energy cards, which can be pretty useful for that Surledge. Yep, they just get rid of 5 energy. So that means straight away that this top attack that only costs them 1 energy will do 130 damage, which is a lot if we can't get set up quickly, which is a bit of a problem when we also don't have like the ability to rare candy, because they get a free retreat from Badoo. They can swap away, bring this guy in, do 130 damage, KO our Droopy, and we're a little bit stuck. Actually, we have the ability to use item cards again. So if we can try and get a rare candy this turn, then maybe we have a hope. Okay, what can we do? Let's use Artisan to just grab another Pokemon. Let's just throw Duskull out here so that we can maybe get some magic happening. We'll evolve this Duskull up to Dusclops, and straight away, we're actually going to go for a KO on Badoo, not because, you know, we necessarily need to do that big damage, but really just because we want to try and get a rare candy as soon as possible. And if there happens to be one in our prize cards, then that could be pretty nice to pick up. Even if we don't get a rare candy, we have a 1 in 3 chance, a 2 in 6 chance of getting another Dreepy, which we might need because this one up the front has a chance of getting KO'd. And we get... Okay, Sparkling Crystal. That's like, it's not bad, but it doesn't really help us in our current situation. Discard, we don't have any Dragapult or such. We don't have rare candy, which really is going to ruin our day, unfortunately. Well, heck. I don't know how we get through this one. Look, we're in a lot of trouble, so I think we just have to go panic mode. So let's just ditch this, and I guess we can bring in Dracloak to just sort of one stage evolve our... oh, wait, we can Fezandipity. Oh, we Fezandipity here because we had a Pokemon KO'd last turn. We're going to be able to draw 3 cards. That gives us 3 chances to get anything that could be useful. And there's a lot of different ways we could go here. We could get a rare candy. We could get a Dragapult. I mean, what are we? Okay, we get a Badoo, I guess. So we can just rescue board, free retreat into Badoo, and then stop them from using items. But they don't necessarily have a lot of incentive to need to at this point, if we're being totally honest. So we'll just attach our energy, stop them from using items, and this isn't looking good. What's between patience, but stream looks good now. Okay, handy. I really don't know what happened. I feel like it might have been something to do with the recording, but not sure. But we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out, I guess. Okay, they're using Artisan. They didn't pick up any basics, which might mean that they just don't have any. Or they just wanted to shuffle their deck for funds, I guess. Okay, they KO our Badoo, which obviously is like, it is what it is. We sort of expected it to come. But it does mean that our Fezandipity is going to be able to draw another 3 cards. And we are really getting desperate at this point. So... what have you got for us? We have another Dracloak, which we can go the long way, but let's use our Fezandipity first to see if we can maybe draw some useful cards that way. Okay, we get an Arven, and we have a Dragapult EX. Okay, so we can use Arven to get a rare candy, which means that we can get our Dreepy up to Dragapult. We also have a Psychic Energy card, so we can give it the 2 energy it needs to sort of get moving. So, we have some things moving around here. So, we rare candy, evolve Dreepy into Dragapult. We then attach our Psychic Energy so that it can use its big boy attack. It would have been nice to, use the Sparkling Crystal here, but look, there's no need to, and we've already attached Rescue Board onto it, so it sort of is what it is. Now, we can Artisan, but that doesn't really do anything for us. So let's just go straight in for a Phantom Dive, which does 200 damage to the Surledge and then 60 damage to one of the guys up back. So let's just throw these on here. Actually, let's leave 50 on there. Let's throw 10 over here so that on the next turn, if they evolve this one, then this one we can still do 60 damage and get a KO, which is nice. What's also nice is that they probably can't get a KO on us this turn. Like, they probably can't KO our Dragapult this turn. The fact that our Dreepies are sort of spread away isn't ideal, though. Jet Energy. Okay, they're discarding more energy, which means their attack is getting even stronger. They would need to have, hang on, 3, 10, 20 times. Oh, they would need like 15 energy in the discard to actually KO us here. Is that math right? 15 times 20? Yeah. Yeah, that is right. They would need 15 energy cards in the discard to one-hit KO our Dragapult. They're not even close to that, so we can at least survive for another day. And actually now they're on the back foot a little bit. They need to make something happen. Okay, they're actually bringing their Sharkaday up. Presumably... Oh, wait, they're retreating now. Wait, what was that move? Oh, they just put an extra energy into the discard pile. I see. It still doesn't do enough. They still don't have 15. But they're really on the back foot now. They need to get something else going because I'm going to be in a really good position to actually get some KOs on the next turn. What is that? Origin Form Palkia. Search your deck for a Stadium card, reveal it and put it into your hand. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack for the big 200 damager. Okay, they're going for the 150 damage. That isn't even that much. And now they've actually only got 60 health on this thing. If we had any ability to sort of, boss's orders or something like that, counter catcher, then we could also just move this to the back and do 60 damage. As is, that's not the situation that we're in. So that's fine though. It is what it is. Is there any reason to use this Ultra Ball? Not really. I guess actually we can use this Ultra Ball just to grab an Alakazam, and then we can move a little bit of damage around just to make it a little bit more convenient for us. So with Alakazam, we can actually move with Alakazam, we can move 20 damage from this Ceruledge that we're going to Super Duper KO over to this Sharkaday, get a cheap KO here, and then we'll be able to put our full extra 60 damage into the other Sharkaday and get another KO over there, which means that we're going to get 4 prize cards this turn, which is pretty good. Can't complain about that. Yeah. And let's just go for it. We'll do the big 200 damage to Ceruledge, which will get the KO there. And then let's put all of our 60 damage over here, which means bada bing, bada boom, Mr. Mowa when I walk in the room. And we're actually ahead now, which is kind of crazy. Anything useful with them? Well, we get 2 of our Dreepy back, which is nice. We can actually at least build a backup because we are hurtling towards our own Dragapult getting KO'd, and we don't really have a backup yet. So if they are able to set up this Palkia to KO us, we haven't necessarily put ourselves in the strongest of positions. Okay, Jamming Tower doesn't hurt us too much because it only takes away our tool cards. They do get the Pheasantipity in here, so they will be able to use Flip the Script to draw another 3. Really, as long as if our Dragapult survives, it's a pretty good position. They're still throwing more energy into the discard. I guess they're planning on this Sharkaday eventually evolving, and then maybe that's their sort of win condition. But I do assume that it's almost better off for them to be focusing more on getting this Palkia V going, just to make something happen. It was, I mean, not only did we get 3 then, we got 4 in that one turn because you also KO'd the Sharkaday in the same turn. I took a screenshot the other day of, I got in one single turn, it like said, pick 5 prize cards out of the 6. It was pretty crazy. The day will come where we get a 6 prize card draw, but that day is not yet. Okay, I'm assuming that card we couldn't see was the other Palkia. Yep, Origin's form Palkia V-Star, which its V-Star ability is during your turn you may attach up to 3 water energy from the discard pile to any water type Pokemon, and then this attack does 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, which 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140 plus 60 means 200 damage. It would be enough to KO us. So we are going to panic a little bit because here's the thing. We can't get a Dragapult going next turn because we can play a Dreepy, which they were stuck in our prize cards, and then all of a sudden we can't evolve even with Rare Candy until the next turn. They're only going to be one prize card after they get this KO on Dragapult, which means they just need to KO any single Pokemon, which I guess, like, if we were managed to, like, say we put Fezandipity out, maybe they're in such a position that they can still only do 200 damage, in which case Fezandipity would live and then on 10 HP, and then maybe that gives us the time to actually get going. I'm not sure. Okay, they KO our Dragapult. Yeah, we just need to send in Fezandipity and hope at this point. Ah, yes, what a shocker of a hand. 3 energy cards that I have. I mean, it is what it is sometimes. Okay, let's play our Dreepy, and we kind of just need to hope that... Oh, we shouldn't have played 2, because I actually just let their Palkia do even more damage, and now, actually, have I just given the win? 3, hang on, is it 20 per? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 20, 160 plus 60 is 2. Yeah, I just gave them the guaranteed win by putting another Dreepy on the field. Unless we can get like a boss's orders or something, maybe we can get them stuck. So let's flip the script. We're not completely out of this yet. Okay, we get a boss's orders. Are any of these a 2 retreat cost? That's a 1 retreat cost. That's a 1 retreat cost. That's a 1 retreat cost. But, you know, sometimes you just have to hope. There's not a lot else we can do at this point. So let's just throw in the Fezandipity and see if magic happens to strike. If they happen to not have a single energy card hanging out on their in their hand. We'll see. No energy, no energy, no energy, no energy, no energy, no energy. Okay, they're actually discarding an energy, which feels rogue because you could just instantly win on the spot here. I'm not sure what the intention of that was. And now they're using Heavy Ball. I think they're just wasting our time. I think they're just extending the inevitable at this point. They evolve Ceruledge. Okay, you just needed to put 1 energy on Fezandipity and swap. Night Stretcher to get an energy that you just discarded, maybe? I don't... What did they pick up? Squawkabilly? Oh, they are just... they are messing with us. There's the energy. They retreat. Palkia gets the KO. Unfortunately, that's GG's on game number 1. But look, we're learning. And I feel like we did get a little bit unlucky in our Dreepy being stuck in the prize cards. We got a sort of early KO of one of our own Dreepy. Maybe the lesson learned there is that we should have been a bit more protective of our Dreepy because we only had 2. I think there was also a time where we discarded one of our Night Stretches, which, again, retrospectively, the fact that we only had 2 means that they were probably a little bit more important. So if we actually had sort of a second Dragapult possible any earlier in the game, I think we actually had that on lock. So not too bad for a game 1, but let's go into game 2. Not too bad, I would say. Definitely learning. Look, I'm just happy the stream's back and working, to be honest with you. I am glad. Okay, it hasn't just asked us which way we want to go before the coin flip this time, which is nice. It does make you wonder how the game is coded in whether the coin flip is at all real, because I feel like the answer is no. They decide who goes first. Okay, this time we're going second. So I guess we're going in for that strategy that Tim Danklin is sort of talking about in his video, where we kind of want to just hope that we can get the TM evolution going straight away. So let's play our Dreepy. We don't want to play Lumineon straight away because its ability sort of only works if we sort of play it from our hand during the game. They get a pretty decent start with Fan Rotom. It does mean they can straight away get some Pokemon, and it looks like we're playing against the sort of classic Prismatic Evolutions Eevee deck. So we kind of just want to... It's a bit of a tougher one for us, I think, in that the Flareon EX and that sort of thing are a little bit tough for us to take down. But we have a lot of health as well, so it's a little bit tough for them to take us down. Because I know for Flareon EX, for example, the small attack does 130 damage, the big attack does 280, but you can't attack the next turn, so it sort of slows them down in being able to get a KO on our 320 HP Dragapult. But we can get the two, just get some Dreepy on the field. We could have got a Duskull, because this Dusclops would be useful, and we also have Lance, but as is, let's just sort of play it a little bit normie. Let's attach an energy to Dreepy. There's no reason to use Lance yet. Is there value in getting Lumineon? Actually, there is, because with Lumineon, okay, follow me here, we can use Lumineon to get any supporter from our deck. One of such supporter is Arven. Did I just accidentally click no? Oh no, we didn't. We can get Arven. Arven then lets us draw an item card and a tool card from our deck. Tool card, like TM Evolution, where we can then attach to Dreepy, use the evolution ability, and happy days, actually move along with this game a little bit quicker. And our other card, let's go for, do we have energy? We don't have any energy in our hand, which could get a little bit scary. So I think what we'll actually do is just grab an earthen vessel, because that might be useful for us next turn. So let's attach TM Evolution. Let's use it straight away, which is going to let us evolve both of our Dreepy in the back line. And then, I mean, happy days. We're sort of moving here. So click, click. And we do have to manually pick it. I missed the end of last game. How do we go? Yeah, it did end up being an L. Unfortunately, they were able to take us down before we didn't have a second Dragapult. Was that a big problem? Okay. Get our 2 Cloaks up. And look, that's not a bad start, especially because it does give us a little bit of a card engine. Like on the next turn, both of these Cloaks will be able to give us an extra card into our hand. So not too bad, I would suggest. Yeah, we kind of got hampered a little bit by the fact that 2 Dreepy were in our prize card, and then we weren't preserving the 2 Dreepy that we had. We didn't really recognize how important they were, seeing as we only had 2. Okay, they're going for the Jolteon here. Now, Jolteon does 60 damage. You may discard up to 2 basic energy from your benched Pokemon. This attack does 90 damage more for each card you discard in this way. So we can basically do 240 off the rip. And then its big attack is 280. Now, they've played Noctowl. Because they have a Terra Pokemon, it means they're going to be able to get some trainer cards. So they can kind of get a little bit set up here. But I'm not too worried yet. Because, next turn we have Lance, which we'll be able to use to grab 2 different Dragapult if we so desire. We can also get another Cloak. Put it on our Dreepy up front. Okay, they're expanding their bench. Once we get a Dragapult, it'll also expand our bench, so not too bad. Okay. They already attached an energy this turn, right? Oh, no, they didn't. That was last turn. I see. Okay, so if they can get Fan Rotom out of here, they can sort of attack us first turn and get rid of our Dreepy. Oh, I know, because it wouldn't do enough damage, right? They would only do 60 because they don't have energy on the bench. Okay. So unless they can use, like, I don't know, a Glass Trumpet or something to put some extra energy on the benched Pokemon, even if they can somehow retreat with Fan Rotom into their Jolteon, it will only do 60 damage, which a Dreepy will actually survive. So not too scary, actually. Okay, they're getting another Eevee EX. So they're sort of getting their Eevees stocked up on the back line, which is definitely what they want to be doing. Oh, okay, that's a bit scarier. Oh, and they have a switch card. Okay, with Sparkling Crystal, it means they can use their big move, KO us straight away. And actually Boss's Orders to KO one of our Cloak. That's not the end of the world because this Streepy in the back at least has an energy. So I'm not sure if that's necessarily the best play on their part. It does get rid of one of our engines, but like this is actually kind of good for us, to be honest with you. Because we have a rare candy, we have a Lance, which will let us get a Dragapult, so we can guarantee evolve our Dreepy into Dragapult, and then we have Earthen Vessel to give it the second energy it needs, and straight away we can attack, big attack. So, is there any reason to go for Arven? I don't think so. Let's use our other Recon Directive first, just in case we happen to get Dragapult off rip. No Dragapult, but we actually get the Sparkling Crystal. So we can actually even save our Earthen Vessel or just give it to a different Pokemon. So let's go for Lance. Let's grab 2 of those guys, 1 of these guys. Just because, again, we kind of want to get our Dreepy sort of around and set up as much as possible. Let's Rare Candy our Dreepy up front. Attach Sparkling Crystal to it so that it only needs the 1 energy to be able to use its big attack. We could straight away evolve our other Dracloak into Dragapult, but I'm actually going to delay a turn so that we can use its Recon Directive ability next turn. Hope they don't Iono or something like that. But I will actually Earthen Vessel and get rid of this Dusclops card, just so that we can put an energy onto, say, this Dracloak in the back. So that if our Dragapult ends up getting KO'd, we won't be too far away from getting another Dragapult ready to go. So at this point, let's go for the big Phantom Dive. We'll do 200 damage to the Jolteon, and then we've got 60 other damage to play with. And I think what we're going to do... Let's put this 60 damage all on the Eevee, so that if they do evolve it into one of the other evolutions, it's like, for example, Jolteon, it would go from 260 to 200, which we would then be able to KO in a single Phantom Dive. So let's see if that works out for us. Okay, they're just playing another classic Eevee. Giving energy to Fan Rotom. Oh, they do Iono. Okay, Iono is a little bit annoying for us, but it's not the end of the world. We might still get good cards. Okay, we still actually have a Dragapult, and we get a Dracloak. This is actually like a better hand for us. Like, this is so much better. I don't mind this at all. And we have a Forest Seal Stone that we can give to Lumineon to use its V-Star ability. So this feels like a win on all fronts. This was a good thing. Okay, they're retreating into Fan Rotom. What are they doing? I'm not sure what they're... Okay, they've Ultra Balling a Flareon. They've left their Jolteon on the back, which means that it's sort of possible to get a 60 damage KO with our Phantom Dive. Now, if they do happen to replace the Stadium, they can sort of free discard their Jolteon, but then they're kind of not in a great position, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure if it's the best play, but it does sort of save them from 2 prize cards. Wait, if there is no okay, it just does 70 damage. So that's not too bad, really. I'm not too stressed about that, but we're in a pretty good position. Let's go for Recon Directive. Okay, we just get 2 Ionos, so I guess we're picking up one of them. We can evolve our other Dreepy. We could use a rare candy to bring it straight into Dragapult, but I think it's more useful to us to bring it through Dracloak, so that we can, again, use its Recon Directive ability. Taking a while to load that ability. Another Iono, so I guess we pick up the Dusknoir. Not that we're really going to use it, but I guess we have it. What would be useful to Forest Seal Stone? A Boss's Orders or something. Okay, it would be really handy if we could bring out one of their other Pokemon to the front so we can KO it instead of Fan Rotom. So let's use our Forest Seal Stone to bring out Boss's Orders. Actually, we could use We could use Counter Catcher as well because we are behind on prize cards. Let's just use Boss's Orders because we have a... oh, we could use Arven. Let's just go Boss's Orders so that we use a supporter card, I guess. Because we're not going to use Iona this turn. So let's Boss's Orders into... We could bring in Flareon and bring it down to 10 HP. We could bring down Fezandipity to 10 HP, or we could get a cheap KO on one of the Eevees or Noctows. I think it's going to be most useful for us to just put 200 damage on this Flareon. I think that makes sense to me. So let's go for the big KO here. Phantom Dive, we'll put 200 damage on this Flareon, we'll put 60 damage on the Jolteon up the back and pick up 2 prize cards for our trouble, and leave this Flareon at 10 HP with no energy either, which is pretty dang good for us, especially when they're only sitting on 2 cards in their deck. I would hate to be in their position right now. And prize card wise, okay, we get an energy card, so that's actually pretty useful as well. It's going pretty good, I think. Okay, what is that? Reversal energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon that provides normal energy. Okay, they Iono us, but we're in a pretty decent position. And we actually also get Lance, which will let us bring up some Dragapult action if we need. Like, if they manage to KO us this turn, we would be able to Lance a new Dragapult, Earthen Vessel to give it energy, and all of a sudden we're in the exact same spot and we're just roaring and we just have a raging attack going on pretty much. So, oh, Sylveon EX. I've never actually seen this in action. What does it do? During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by the defending Pokemon do 100 less damage. Oh, interesting. And then choose 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, shuffle those Pokemon and all attached Pokemon into your opponent's deck. Oh, so they can just actually... Oh, that's dangerous. If they can get 3 energy on that Sylveon, all of a sudden, all my setup in the back might be for naught, and we could be in some major trouble. So we actually kind of want to get rid of that thing as quick as possible, really. But in the meantime, Fan Rotom is just slowly adding up damage onto us. Oh, they just concede. I was like, why'd the board state shrink down? I had no idea what was going on. They conceded, which I think was fair enough because we were in a very strong position. I don't think it was like 100% chance of winning the game strong position, but it was going to be tough for them to fight out of. So I think we did pretty well there. Pretty happy with that. Okay, well, I think we'll just collect all of our thingos at the end. Oh, and we even tier up. We're in Necrozma tier. Aren't we fancy? But yeah, we'll collect all of our card packs and whatnot at the end of the video. So, you know, stay tuned or skip to the end, either way. Let's keep going. I'm not really sure how long we're planning to stream for, but at least a little bit. At least a little bit. I did hear something about the fact that I listened to a podcast that actually I think TimDanklin's was a guest on. I actually listened to it while I was grinding Get to Work, like the offline part of Get to Work, when I didn't think we could stream that section. Yo, Zedigress! Welcome in with the raid. Hope you're doing well. Hope your stream was good. We're just giving things a little bit of a go at the moment. I'm a Pokemon Go guy, definitely not a TCG head. I've competed in a cup here or there, but it is very much just a bit of fun on the side. So, yeah, game 3, let's go first again. Even though the one game that we went first, we did actually lose, but hey, we can come back for this. Okay, again, we get a Dreepy straight off a rip, which is a pretty decent way to kick things off. So let's throw her in. We've also got a Best Buddy Poffin. I keep calling it Best Buddy Poffin. I know that it's Buddy Poffin. I just think about Pokemon Go too much, apparently. So we can sort of use that straight away to get some extra Dreepy in play. And to be honest with you, that is about all we can do turn 1. Because we don't have a switch. Oh, we do have a switch card. Oh, but we can't attack first turn. Because I was like, oh, we could throw Badoo in, but we can't yet. So... that's it. That's all we can do turn 1. It's 13 lol Roman numerals. Oh, yeah, that checks out. Look, I'm a man that doesn't mind his Roman numerals, but Clearly, 13 degrees makes sense. Okay, so what have they actually got? Koraidon. His attack does 30 damage for each of your ancient Pokemon in play, and this attack's damage isn't affected by any effect of your opponent's active Pokemon. That's fair enough. And then this thing just sort of lets them get some more active stuff going on. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand. Discard the other cards. So they are getting some more ancient Pokemon in. So this first attack of theirs is slowly doing more and more and more. But they actually need to get the energy to be able to use it. So potentially we don't have to worry too quick. Oh, what does this do? Draw a card for each of your ancient Pokemon in play. Okay. So they're just trying to accelerate as quickly as they can. But we're a little bit stuck. We can't do anything at all, which is kind of gross, unfortunately. Like, we could just waste a boss's orders to just throw someone else in, but chances are they would still be able to run with it. Like, Great Tusk, in a sense, is like, well, it has a 3 retreat cost, but when you have Pokemon like that, generally you have a lot of switch ability hidden in your deck as well. And they can discard the cards off of my deck, which is a bit scary. So, this isn't a great start, unfortunately. But yeah, stream was awful. Hopefully games are going better. Look, we're 1-1 at the moment, so we'll see how the tides go, I guess. Grand scheme of things. Oh wait, did they play Artisan the last turn? Could I have used that? Okay, no, they just played it. I didn't completely goof off. Ooh, they're really starting to get set up now. There's energy all over the place. They've got a ton of cards in their hand. Literally all of their Pokemon have 1 energy. And they're boosting up their Miraidon a little bit. We are definitely getting left behind here. This is not good. Give us something useful. Earthen Vessel. Okay, at least that's something. I think that we're going to ditch one of our Dusknoir and we'll get 2 energy. I think that we just sort of assume that the Dreepy that is in the active position is going to, disappear. And so let's just give an energy to one of our backline ones. But man, this is not good. We can at least Artisan to get like... Okay, what we could do, I don't know how much this does for us. We could just throw Badoo into the line of fire. Like, we can just use, I think Switch is more useful to us than Rescue Board. So let's just, I guess, use Rescue Board, which feels desperate, and it's because it is. We'll use Rescue Board to throw Badoo out there so that at least they can't use items next turn. Maybe that helps us, I really don't know. You could have gotten Badoo with Poffin and switched into it to attack and lock items. That's actually true. I could have done that a turn earlier. Yeah, this is very new to me. As much as my old deck was literally an item lock deck because I was running the Henry Brand Burnett deck. Okay, we actually get something happening. I'm still a little bit unfamiliar with it all, to be honest with you. Any reason Artisan? Not really. We actually want to keep that slot open. What do we want to do here? Do we want to put it on the one with energy? Yeah, we're not going to get a rare candy this turn, so I guess we just go for it. So let's put a Draw Cloak on. At least we get Recon Directive, so we get a little bit of deck draw ability going on. We actually do get a rare candy, so that's handy. Maybe, depending on the next cards that we actually end up getting, but at this point, again, we just sort of... do we really throw another energy on the pile? I guess so, because look, if they're able to maneuver around us and take out Draw Cloak... let's just sit on it, actually. Let's not burn it too quickly. Let's just throw Energy Pollen out there and see what happens. Arven and any other Pokemon gets you item lock going second. It's the default play usually and slows the game down to the point that you get too far ahead. Ancient Box should be a free matchup for you. Polt is a hard deck to play because of all the lines. Interesting. I see. So if we were playing this well, this should be a pretty easy win, is what I'm hearing. Unfortunately, we have put ourselves a little bit on the back foot. So let's see how it actually ends up going. They get the big beatdown on a Badoo, and at this point, we kind of have to hope that we get something going on. We do have a Dreepy with a Rescue Board, so we can at least just throw that into the active, and, it'll be free to swap in a Dragapult if we get one going. Okay, we actually get Ultra Ball, so we can Dragapult up. So... let's think about this. So we'll attach our fire energy over here. We can Recon Directive to just get some extra card action. Let's get Radiant Alakazam. We might prefer Iono. Let's get Iono instead. Let's grab Iono and we'll sort of use that towards the end of our turn. We'll Ultra Ball to pick up. Let's just get rid of... we could also get Dusk Noir, actually. I've been playing Dragapult since before its English release. Candy Noir can get you a 2-prize turn. Yeah, I'm actually really looking at that now. So I think that might be the play. So let's get rid of Counter Catcher and... Let's get rid of Boss's Orders. Let's get rid of Switch. Okay, so we can grab our Dragapult. We can evolve our Dragapult on the back line. We could, of course, use a rare candy if we really wanted to, but this one actually has energy, so it's ready to go. We can use our free retreat, thanks to our rescue board, to get Dragapult into the active. And then let's rare candy the Dusk Noir. And then what we can do, we can... I guess it makes the most sense to just throw the 130 on anything, really. I don't know which one of these is the scariest, but we'll just put it on this dude, and then we can sort of move our damage around on the back line as well. Would you like to know the line I would have went there? Absolutely. Happy to take advice on this one. Moon 100%. Okay. Good. I'm glad we were correct on that one. Now let's Artisan to just get, a Duskull back on the bench. Okay. We could get a Dreepy, but no, okay. Artisan to get a Duskull. Then we will use Iono to just get a fresh hand, clear out their 10 scary cards that they are just holding over our heads. And then we'll go for the big KO, presumably. Oh, hang on, we get some Dracloak action. Okay, let's play a Dracloak. We could also best Buddy Poffin, although I don't really know what it does for us here. We could just get that other Dreepy, I suppose. There's probably no harm in it. An Iono or an Ultra Ball. Let's grab the Ultra Ball just in case. And actually, let's hold on to the Buddy Poffin in case we need to discard it next turn. And with that, we could grab an Alakazam to just save this 20 energy, actually. Is it worth it? What do we get? We can move this 20 energy to like one of these guys. It's not going to like get us an instant KO or anything. Let's just not, I think, for now. Oh, actually, no, it could be pretty useful because I'm doing the quick maths and it's like 60, 60, 20 sort of does get us some wins here. So let's throw out our Poffin. Let's throw out... Oh, Lance is a bit of a scary one because it could be pretty useful to us. So let's instead... Harvin's a tough one. I guess we ditch Crispin. Well, Crispin and Poffin is the correct answer. So happy days. What were we grabbing? We're grabbing Alakazam. I will read up on chat once we hit the go button. Throw out Alakazam. Let's use it to move that 20 damage off. I mean, we could be a bit cheeky and just do this straight away, but actually, let's do it because then we at least get to pick up an extra card. Oh, I forgot that it was forced. My bad. I forgot that you had to put it onto the same Pokemon. So we've actually goofed a little bit. We goofed a little bit, but hey, we're learning. So at least we get a prize card. Okay, we get a Nest Ball. So it would have been nice for that Alakazam, but is what it is. And then I guess now we just go for that KO. So we KO the Miraidon and then we'll put 60 damage onto, I suppose, Roaring Moon. Just to do something. We could have spread it out so that all of them needed 2 60s to KO, but nah, I'm not too worried, I guess. We still got 3 prize cards. Oh no, Miraidon's only 1. So we get 2 prize cards, but that's still pretty good. Okay, take the Rad Zam over Iono. Go Pult Noir, Rad Zam to move the 20 damage from active to Tusk. Noir pop to damage Moon. Attack KO Moon and pile the rest onto Tusk to set you up for a later KO. Yeah, that does check out. Lance is strong next turn, getting you 2 Cloak and Dreepy if you have it and gets you in a good spot. 100% agree. But yeah, Tusk would have made a lot more sense. So my bad on that one. I just forgot how things worked. Whoopsies. Lance is, sorry, Sup PvP Josh, how's it going? Doing well, Z-Type, doing well. We're trying things out. Okay, they've got another Miraidon going. They're storing up more Pokemon on their back line. They use their Pokegear, which lets them look at their top 7 in case they have any supporters, but it kind of looks like they did not that time. So, and they're just passing it back to us, which means we're going to get a free KO on this Miraidon, and then we get to put another 60 on their back line. But first off, let's play things smart. Let's go for the Lance. Let's get a 1 Dreepy to throw over here, and then get 2 Dracloak. We could go for the... I'm a little bit nervous, and I kind of want to go for a Dragapult in case. But to be honest with you, I think that we're pretty safe. If I'm being totally for real. I don't think we're in a lot of danger, really. I suppose we actually could have Dracloaked, use our Recon Directive first up, so that we could have like looked to see if we were going to get one of them anyway, and then we could just grab our other guy. We're forced to pick up an Arven. We use our other Recon Directive. I guess we'll just take the Poffin, but both of them are pretty useless to us. Let's just discard bait. Let's attach the Fire Energy over to Dracloak, just so it's sort of sitting there ready to go. Is there any reason to bring something back from here? Not really. There's no Dusclops. There's no rare candy in our hand. So our only 2 things we can do is move damage with Alakazam, and we can do Dragapult action. So I mean, it's not really... I don't see value in moving damage off of our Roaring Moon, so I think we're just going to go for it. Go for the Phantom Dive. We get our 200 damage onto this Miraidon, and then we'll just put 60 over on this guy, I guess, so that it's only 20 away from the next KO, which sounds pretty good to me. I guess maybe there's a good chance that they just move this guy out the front, and so maybe that's a little bit silly, but we'll see how things go, I guess. And at least we get a prize card along the way. We're learning. I wish you could split the damage, Zam would be busted. For Ancient Box, you have to play the guessing game of who are they going to promote. Ah, I see. There's an obvious answer here, right? Just bring out the one that has the big damage on it. Glad to hear. I swear I've watched more games on this channel than literally every other Twitch channel in the world put together. Hey, we'll take it. And yeah, they do just swap into the one that has a bunch of damage on it. So if we could get like boss's orders, that would be really handy. But as is, they can't get a KO on us, right? Vengeance Flailings. They do a big 170 damage, but we can take it on the chin pretty well. Okay. Let's play our other Dracloak over here, and let's just go straight Recon Directives all the way through and just pick up a bunch of extra cards. Maybe if we get a boss's orders, that would be pretty cool, pretty handy, but okay, we'll take a Sparkling Crystal. Use Red Zam to move 20 to Tusk and pile damage on Tusk, so you take 2 prizes next turn. Oh, I didn't see that at all, but oh well. Lance is what you want to do before Recon? I guess that makes sense. Oh, we pick up Dragapult, so let's grab it. Interesting. I think I was only half listening, but I thought you said you had Miraidon and not Koraidon. I think they had both. I think they had a Miraidon first and then they had Koraidon. I could be wrong. Like they were different Pokemons. Because they put the moon up, you essentially wasted that damage. Well, not yet. We could get boss. You got to find a boss. Yeah, unfortunately, Counter Catcher doesn't do it for us. I mean, look, I feel like we're not necessarily in a ton of danger regardless. As much as we're not playing clean, I don't think that we're in a ton of danger, which is kind of nice. Because, yeah, none of the other ones. We could at least just put 20 damage over on this guy. And then, we can evolve Dusclops. Oh, okay. Okay, this is a different line. So we can KO our Dusclops, put 50 damage onto Roaring Moon, which will get the KO there. They bring out something else. We get another guaranteed KO because we do 200 damage. All of a sudden, we only need one more prize card to win. we're looking pretty good. Make sure you put 20 from active to tusk because piling damage there guarantees you game next turn. Almost, to be honest, I don't. Maybe this is, maybe I'm flying too close to the sun here. I don't know how we lose. This feels like a really strong game to be sitting in. They're choosing a new active. We haven't even done our big attack yet. So we can even just, we can attach our Sparkling Crystal to that Dragapult. So even if they get the KO on this one, we do have the backup ready to go. Actually, we can even just instant swap. We can just straight away swap into a different Dragapult. Because that way, we put Sparkling Crystal on, we use Arven to get a switch card to bring our other Dragapult in full health, ready to go. We do our big attack, and then I just don't see how they could possibly win from there. I feel like it's just GG's. No, you're pretty well guaranteed to win this one. Yeah, Ancient Box can't handle Dragapult because of the HP and the fact that it spreads damage. Makes a lot of sense. So I actually, when I was at my last TCG Cup, when again I got crushed by Brent Tonneson, which what the heck, man? He doesn't even live here. He flew here just to play this one cup. It was ridiculous. Yeah, people were sort of telling me like, yeah, probably just play with a bunch of other decks on TCG Live to sort of understand where their pros and cons are, and then you actually have a much better sort of understanding of what do. So we're sort of doing that here with the Dragapult deck, essentially. So just for the cleanest run possible, let's go for the Arven. Let's grab the switch card. We don't actually have a switch card, so oopsie doopsies, I guess. But look, it is what it is. We're in a pretty strong position anyway. So let's just throw the Sparkling Crystal onto our Dragapult over here. We could even retreat if we really wanted to. To be honest with you, though, I'm kind of happy to just risk it for the biscuit because again, we're just going to play dangerously because I just don't see how we lose. It's kind of just is what it is. Let's just throw 30 on here. I did forget to use Alakazam to move 20 damage first. We're playing a little bit cavalier, but yeah. Watch me be way too overconfident and then somehow lose this game. Stealing X Team deck day 3 it is now. Exactly right. Even though we've moved from Pokemon Go to TCG, we're keeping it alive. Okay, we get the first Serendipity, so that would be usually a bit of a rough one to have prized, but not too bad in this particular scenario. And look, they literally have no energy. They can bring Slitherwing in, which only needs 1 energy to discard the top card from my deck, but otherwise I don't know how we lose. I mean, look at our hand as well. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 10 cards in our hand, and none of them are necessarily useless. I mean, the Poffins are not exactly useful to us at the moment, but we're pretty stacked up. The reason Dragapult is so hard to play is because it's one of those decks where you have to know your deck and understand in a way other people's decks run, and you have to start planning your win at turn 1. Yeah, you win not the PC. And let me say this. I'm not that good at TCG. I really don't understand what a lot of decks do. I don't have that sort of understanding across the board. I'm missing a lot of knowledge as is. But I really enjoy that level of strategizing, of trying to figure out that win con a few turns in advance. I really enjoy it. So even though the Dragapult skill ceiling is way higher than I am able to sort of use it to, to me, it's still a really fun deck. So I was actually really happy when TimDanklin came out with that video because I was like, oh, this is exactly my type of deck. I mean, half of the cards were already in the Henry Brand Bennett deck that I was using. So, it's all about that, just adding up the maths with Radiant Alakazam and Dusknoir and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's kind of I don't know, this feels like the sort of deck that I would want to use. So I was pretty happy to see it pop up, but hey, definitely having fun. Yeah, we just have to wait for them to time out. I kind of wish it happened quicker, but we get the win in the end. They were inactive for too long. We had the guaranteed win up our sleeve. So, hey, puts us at a 2-1, which not too bad. Not too bad at all. We're at the positive momentum. Brrr. Charizard is a good example. You have to take as little prize as you can unless you're crippling their board or they'll sweep you. Hey, level 23, let's go. Level 23. We're huge in the game. We're legendary. Oh dear me. Unless you're crippling their board or they'll sweep you. Do you mean in terms of like a strategic-y sort of deck? In like thinking about prices and such? Buy more full art cards? We could, but I mean, I got the James Turner ones. Alrighty. Game number 4. Okay, flippy, flippy, flip. Ooh. Alright, opponent won the flip. Where are we going? Bling those cards. It would be cheaper than real life. Well, that's certainly true. Okay, we're going second again this time. Are we just flipping? First, second, first, second? I mean, that's fine. That's cool by me. Again, TimDanklin's sort of suggested that TM Evo was the way to go, but bit of a rough one with Duskull in the front. At least we have a Lance card, so we can just instantly get like 3 Dreepy sort of on the field. Maybe. I don't know. We've also actually got us... Oh, wait, we can just win. We just turn 1 win. Oh, no, we can't evolve. Oh, I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, we can just bring in Dusclops, get the KO. Bada bing, bada boom. We also draw the Poffin, so pretty sick start, I will say. We'll get 2 Dreepy over here. It looks like we are ideally going to be putting Badu out to get something going over there, I guess. Actually, let's follow Tim's advice and let's go for the TM Evo, I guess. Let's throw the Artisan out here. Although I feel like item looking would be kind of useful, to be honest. What's more like we can get a switch card from Arven and put Badu in. And then we can Dusclops next turn, and actually we're in a pretty crazy spot. So I think let's actually do that. Let's go for the Badu play. Let's put Badu in. Let's use Arven to get a switch card. And then next turn we can sort of lance up and sort of see how things are going. So let's grab... We don't have a switch card, but I guess we just grab a rescue board. And then let's just grab... we want Ultra Ball, Rare Candy. Actually, let's grab a Rare Candy because then we might be able to go straight into Drag... Oh, we don't have energy either. Let's grab Earthen Vessel. Okay. So let's put our rescue board on Duskull. We can instant run away and bring in our Badu. We'll use Earthen Vessel, and I guess we'll get rid of... Let's ditch Boss's Orders and grab our 2 energy. We'll put 1 of our energy onto our Dreepy and then item lock them. And like, we don't know exactly what they have. Whenever I see Pidgey, I kind of just guess that it's going to be a Charizard deck, but we might be in a decent position. So like Charizard deals more damage the more prizes you've taken, so you need to spread damage and sort of set up a 4 to 6 prize turn. I see, or you get them early and you start taking out the basics. I see. This is the game you go for Arven for Poffin board. You want Badu attacking, yeah. Turn 2 donk. When you see Pidgey, you attack with Badu. Get Poffin set up more Dreepy. Got it. I see. Okay, they've actually got Dino running around. Call for Family does mean they'll be able to get a few more Pokemons running around. So, look, we'll see whether this pays off or not. They get the Pheasantipity, they get a Bidoof going on as well, but they won't be able to Rare Candy up to Dino if we keep item locking, but let's see how this goes. So, obviously, we can Dusclops to get a quick 50 HP, which is kind of nice to think about. We can use Artisan to maybe get another Dreepy on the field. I think... Oh, we Lance first. Whoops. I see. I guess we go Dracloak. And then Dragapult. Okay. Dracloak, Dragapult with our Lance. Let's evolve our 2 Dreepy up to Dracloak so that we can, get some Recon Directive happening. Actually, I guess... I was going to say, maybe we should have gone for the Recon Directive before evolve... Oh, they just concede. I mean, GG's, I guess. This game's so easy. This game's so easy. Look, I don't think it was insta quit time yet. I understand that we were in a very strong position, but still, I feel like it wasn't quit time so far. When you see, because if you can get into Rad Zam, you can save 10 damage on the Fez. Yeah, that checks out, I suppose. So you seem like a top skilled player from my perspective. I mean, I just can't lose. 3 Cloak would have been fine. At that point, you're putting Polt soon after. I guess just because you're running through the deck so quick. That makes sense, I suppose. Speaking of skilled, who's casting Astralis Shield tomorrow, Arvo? No one has messaged me. So at this point, it's me. It is just me at this point. Again, we're going to collect all of these at the end of the stream. Yeah, so still looking for casters for that one. I haven't been messaging people. I guess I'll do that tomorrow. But yeah. Oh well. Okay, this time we get the coin flip. Oh yeah, Steve and Josh. Yeah, the ultimate combo. PvP Steve plus PvP Josh. Okay, they decide what's going on. Okay, we're going second. That is fine by me. Stage 3 decks are prime for Badoo and Polt to basically just eat. Yeah, checks out. Okay, we mulligan straight off the bat. That's fine. At least we can get some insight into what they're running. So they've got, that's ours. They have got, oh, Greninja. What does it do? You may search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. For 1 energy, 170 is pretty crazy. But it does mean that it's a stage 3 deck. So if we get Badoo going, then hey, not too bad. So how do you feel about awkward and experienced casters who've never casted before, who are also in some end or all of the battles? Z-Tub, if you're keen to cast, I'm absolutely keen to have you. It would be sick. If you're free. If you have Manaphy, get that down as well. No Manaphy in this list. But Radiant Greninja to get started. So I guess it's a double Greninja deck. That's actually pretty sick. It's kind of awesome. I guess you just get 2 Froakie here. Yeah, double Froakie. They are different Froakie, which is interesting. Lucky Helmet. What do you do? If this Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack. Oh. Draw 2 cards. Okay, interesting. Okay, we do have Luminion, so we can get whatever trainer card we would like. I think that we would like to do that. Be careful benching Rad Zam at the start. Your opponent can trap it and you won't be able to retreat. That's true, actually. That's a good point. Very good point. Okay, Luminion. What are we going to try and do here? I guess we kind of just want more dragons on the field, which makes me think we either go for Arven or we go for Lance. Arven gets us... let's go for Lance, just because I think that we probably want... As much as Badoo... Going all in on Badoo feels scary. Is that even possible? Can we do it? We could rescue board into Badoo, which we could pick up from a Poffin or something, I guess. I guess we go Arven. It does seem to work. The maths checks out. And then we just get to slowly build our Dreepy up on the back line. So let's go for rescue board, Poffin. And Poffin sort of also has the benefit of getting us another Dreepy, which is pretty decent. So there's a Badoo, there's a Dreepy. We attach our rescue board to Dreepy, run away into Badoo, and then attach an energy to this other Dreepy we have that isn't rescue boarded so that we can maybe put a sparkling crystal on it a bit later, and then we just item lock, go from there. They will get to draw some cards because of the helmet, but oh well. Luminion gets Arven and Arven gets you Badu. I'll DM when you're done streaming. Hooper Raid Day, the only inconvenience, I suppose. If I don't know when it is, but yeah, consider that before. Just let me know either way. You can get Badu and Dreepy. I did! As long as you start like 2 Dreepy, usually you're okay. Got it. Yeah, 1 gets scary. And the first game we played this stream, we only had 2 because the other 2 were in prizes, which was a disaster. But okay, they do get the double Frogadier, which is a bit of a scary thing, because it does mean that they're going to be Greninjaing next turn regardless, which does put a bit of fear into me. But we'll see what we can do, I guess. It's like we can evolve a Dracloak. We can attach an energy, we can Iono. I don't know if we really want to attach an energy, to be honest, because we might need to try and attach a fire energy to this dude, potentially. My ideal starting board is 2 Dreepy, Badu, and a Duskull. I tend to favour Dreepy and Badu. I think that line of thinking makes sense to me. Definitely checks out. Alright, what are we doing, gamer? Okay. Badu does live another day, but I think it becomes a lot less useful now. We get the Dragapult, but we don't really have an instant ability to sort of get stuff going. I think what we'll end up doing is we'll throw this Dreepy into Dracloak, and it might just end up sitting being our Dracloak, perhaps. That might be a little bit too optimistic that we're going to get a rare candy, but, you know, it is what it is. Duskull, Iono. I guess let's grab our Duskull for the board, and then we'll end up just using Iono, I guess. We can attach this energy if we really want to. I don't think it's the strat. It could be necessary, though, to be honest. It might hedge our bets. There's definitely a... Do we attach the energy or do we just Iono YOLO? Let's Iono YOLO. We've got another 4 energy in this deck. Surely we can find one of them. Let's go! Oh, this could be a major mistake. Let's find out. All about finding out here. Okay, we get a Psychic Energy back. It turns out none of this matters. It's all meaningless. It's all... we can Artisan... We don't really want to Artisan because we don't want to help them out. Let's just, I guess, we put our Psychic Energy over here. We can Ultra Ball another Dracloak, which feels like it might be what we have to do. Discard a Poffin and an Artisan. Put a Dracloak on here, and then next turn we will be sort of ready to get moving if we don't get completely whooped. So let's put this here. Let's hold on to our... Oh, we can Recon Directive again, actually. That's something. Dreepy or Countercatcher? I guess we grab Countercatcher. Might be useful next turn when we get behind a little bit. Let's move this 10 energy over to one of these guys, because 120... Because we're going to put another 10 energy on this guy anyway, and then we can just do 120 and it's whatever. I'm tempted to put the Sparkling Crystal over here in case we get like Iono'd. The only fear being they could like Boss's Orders pull it out, but honestly, like whatever. Let's go for it. And let's go for that Itchy Pollen to again item lock them, which might not help us, but it might. Honestly, I would have attached the Psychic Energy just to be set up. Fair enough. I guess, yeah, I was going for this Hail Mary play where maybe I can literally set up this turn. Like, maybe I have the God turn. But, yeah, it probably makes more sense. They do get Greninja going, which is a bit scary to me. They can do 170 damage straight away. They are swapping out to their big Greninja. Do they just KO my Badu, letting me use Countercatcher? I don't think we really want to use Countercatcher, probably, but, you know, we'll see what happens. You're definitely starting to get it. It's safe to put Crystal down. Got it. But yeah, look, I'm okay at learning. We do take the big Badu KO, which is fine. And then Shinobi Blade also lets them search their deck for any card. Oh, yikes. That's a pretty scary move, to be honest with you. Oh, dear. Let's Look, there's almost no reason to do it. I was going to put this Dracloak up just because we could rescue board away anyway, but I guess let's just throw in the one we're actually going to use. Save ourselves a single button click. Let's bring... Oh, we'll use a Recon Directive first before evolving up. Get a Dreepy or a Nest Ball. I don't think that... We could get Pheasantipity, actually. Let's get Pheasantipity with Nest Ball. I think there's probably reasonable logic to wanting to get another Dreepy / Dracloak going, but you know we're in this deep already, so let's use it first, and then maybe Recon Directive can do something else. We're in too deep. Let's grab Pheasantipity. Now that we've got Pheasantipity, we can draw 3. Actually, do we want to use Recon Directive first? No, let's draw 3 first. Okay, we get Night Stretcher, Dusclops. Okay, we can at least evolve up Dusclops, which is nice. It's not the greatest, but it is something. Oh, we can then Recon Directive. So we at least get something going on. Recon Directive, Iono or Boss's Orders. Let's pick up the Iono. Look, are we going to get KO'd? Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to 2. Okay, so they are not going to be able to KO our Dragapult this turn, which kind of puts us in an okay position, really. We can, okay. We can actually also put the Dusclops, follow me here. We can put Dusclops in play. We can put 50 damage over on the Frogadier in the back. They don't have any other Froakies going on. So we actually can just get a quick KO on this Frogadier with our Dragapult's, you know, Phantom Dive attack. So we can put 200 on Greninja, put some damage over on Frogadier as well. I'm tempted to Radiant Alakazam some damage over to Greninja as well. But I don't think the maths probably doesn't, because it'll have, no, I don't think that checks out. 60, 30. It doesn't really matter because with Phantom Dive we can put our energy anywhere. No reason to counter catcher. We could Earthen Vessel. I don't know if there's value in it. Look, let's just, oh, it only does 180. That's annoying. Okay. We go for the Phantom Dive here. We do 180 to this Greninja, which is something at least. We get the KO on this Frogadier, which means they can't get another Greninja going too quickly. And just for funsies, we get an extra little bit of damage on that Greninja as well. So, look, we're moving in the right direction, I think. Okay. Now's a great time to get Fez. Okay, we did do that, so that's good. Prize card. Lance, not too bad. Kenny Noir would have been crazy. It would have been, it's maybe a nitpicky 13 thing, but I would also move 10 from the Ninja to the other bench. Why in this case? I mean, the 50 can help carry the Frogadier. This is one of those weird times where it's not really a wrong path. Basically, the only goal is to attack Ninja. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, next turn you'll be moving damage and injury X to the bench. You can literally win next turn if they can't bench. Nice! I feel like we're not in a bad spot. Okay, they do get another Froakie to the board, so just something to keep in mind. Obviously, we can just instant KO it with a Phantom Dive, which is kind of useful. And might be worthwhile, especially seeing as we're not item locking them. We don't want them to get another Greninja onto the board if we can avoid it. The fact that we have full HP is kind of crazy. Wait, why do we have full HP? Why did they not attack after the last thing? Oh, wait, they carried one of our dudes. Okay, they do put 170 damage onto us, but we can KO Greninja next turn. 180 plus 180 is 360. We can then also KO the Froakie at the same time that they've actually put energy onto. We can clear them out of everything except their Radiant Greninja, which has no energy ready to go. I mean, we're in such a good position. Is there any reason to use any of this stuff? Probably. Look, let's Lance. Let's just play properly. Grab a Dreepy. Grab one of these. Grab one. No, I guess we'll just grab. Whatever. Put another Droopy down. Let's Earthen Vessel. I'll just discard this Droopy, to be honest with you. We could have discarded Iono. We should have discarded Iono because we have 2 of them. Grab some energy. We're kind of just doing this as very in case, probably not even necessary maneuvers. Put energy on here. Use a recon directive. Move 20 off active to bench and then swing no matter what. You're 2-shotting active ninja. Checks out. For 20 off active to bench. Hang on, 180 plus 160 is still KO territory, so that checks out. Okay, so we'll move 20 damage over here. We can just put it on this Greninja. We're still gonna do 60 damage to that Froakie, so that's all good. No real reason to evolve that yet. Actually, I think we just do it in cases. Like, in case we get Iono or something, I think it's just good to sort of put it on the board. And then let's just do the thing, I think. Let's go. 180 damage onto this guy, get the KO. Put 60 damage on the Froakie, get the KO. We're going to be at... Well, we're going to pick up 3 prize cards, so we only need 2 more prize cards. And really, they are so hard on the back foot. I don't know... Unless they've got some other high HP Pokemon sort of lying around in their deck, it's almost game 1 on this next turn. So... this is going well, I think. TimDanklin has definitely cooked something up here. Oh, dear. Literally in the driver's seat, no matter what they do, you win. You corner them with just Rad Ninja that can be KO'd by a cloak. At this point, literally just cornered. Yeah. They lose. Let's go. Appreciate the help, by the way. Not to just, win games in ladder, but just in terms of, actually learning how to play the game. Learning how to play the deck. What does Candace do? Look at top 7 cards. You may reveal any number of water Pokemon. Okay, they did actually get a big, beefy water Pokemon there. Oh, it's just another Greninja EX. They have so many cards in their hand. They get the Froakie here. Actually, if they got a second Froakie, they would... Oh, no, they don't survive another day. Because we just... Dragapult does 200 damage here, 60 damage back here. That's 2 prize cards. We win the game. It's GG's. There's literally nowhere they can go. We just win. Hit the resign button, buddy. Actually, let's just do it quick. We don't need to draw this out. We could play Dracloaks and Earthen Vessels and Night Stretches and Energy, but let's just be kind and let's just go straight for the kill shot. Take the win. I know that TCG Live is adding a feature in a few days' time that will automatically pick up these last prize cards for you. Once they're the winning things, so you don't just have to wait for them to click them. But hey, we get them, and we're on a pretty solid win streak, to be honest. Looking good. Nicey. I'm trying to keep advice to advice. You can implement into whatever. I appreciate it. Very much. And you have boss. Yeah, we had a million things. we had a gazillion win conditions lying around. So that's pretty good. Don't mind that. I do think that the sort of Badoo line makes a lot of sense. Okay, and we go up another tier even. We're up to Lugia tier now. I mean, we're so close to the greatest gamer of all time. This is probably the highest we've ever been. Maybe we hit Lugia one time, but we've definitely never kept playing until we hit Master. I know that it's essentially just playing grinding enough to eventually get there, because I'm pretty sure you literally win more points than you lose, but we've never played enough to actually make it. We could make it. Kind of crazy. This is honestly a super basic pot list. I'm testing Zerosic in mine. Is that the dude that looks weird? I'm Googling him. Yeah, it's that guy. I'd choose a Pokemon tool or special energy card attached to a Pokemon in play and discard it. Oh, that's hecky. That's real hecky. I got into Arc in week 1. It makes sense. I just don't play enough. Your opponent discards cards in the hand until they have 3 cards. Yikes. Oh, wait, it's a different one. Oh, I think I must have Googled a different dude. Okay, let's go first this time. Which does mean that we don't go for Badoo strats, but we can try some other things. So, okay, well, turn 1, we at least have a Dreepy plus a Buddy Buddy Poffin, plus way too much energy for a turn 1 hand. Way too much energy. But at least we get... What do we get? I guess we could get a Dreepy plus a Badoo, perhaps. They've got a Terrapagos turn 1. Look, let's... Oh, we've only got 3 Dreepy as well, so that's something pretty important to keep in mind, but this isn't good. This isn't good at all. Let us... We're going to attach an energy, but which one? Let's just attach it in the back, I guess. I could regret that decision, but look. Is what it is. We'll see what happens. I run a Klefki in mind for situations like this. Makes sense. Makes sense. And we do put it on bench, so good to know. Because, yeah, we don't want to get, this dude taken out with energy in tow. Okay, they've got Fanrodom turn 1, so they're going to get a real stacked bench. I don't know what Shinx does. Well, I guess I don't know what Luxray does, is what I assume the sentence should actually read. But they've got a lot going on pretty early. I'm going to really hope that we draw Iono. Klefki, while inactive, basically eliminates basic Pokemon abilities. Yeah, it's definitely annoyed me in a few games in the past. It's definitely a Pokemon that's got in my way. I've never run it, though. Okay, they've got Duskull as well. Man. So, like, here, there's no Fanrotom. Right. Morning, Stephen Chat. Morning. Welcome in, Glitchix. Hope you're doing well. We are having a bit of a rough start. Okay, I guess what we do here is we just throw an energy out. We retreat into Badoo and then item lock them. So at least something is going our way. Because yikes, dude. Yikes. You add a board to it and you can just switch into Badoo and lock the items. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. I'd love to have a hand like that right now. Alright, so they do have Noctowls in their hand, so they can sort of Noctowl some trainer cards in. Obviously, they can't use items, but, well, they've used their support a turn. So, double turbo energy. So they can actually also do a big beatdown, turn 1, get rid of my Badoo, and we're still going to be pretty stuck. It's getting pretty close to having to hit the resign button, but look, we're going to try. We're going to play these things out. That was a little bit of overkill. I don't know if that was really necessary, dude. But is what it is. Do we even... I guess we just throw our Duskull out front. I don't know. Okay. Rare candy. We can do 130 damage or something. Throat's kind of cooked. Finally completed the genetic Apex expansion in TCGP and got the secret Mew card. Congrats. Congrats. Let's do something wacky. Let's rare candy a Duskull into a Dusknoir. What this lets us do is get an instant KO on something. I think that our best bet is putting a KO onto a Noctowl to avoid them going into a Hoot Hoot. Mostly just because I don't know what Luxray is. The obvious play might be to stop Luxray in its tracks. But this at least gets us one prize card, and maybe that one prize card can save us somehow. Show me something crazily good. Arven would be brilliant. Okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Oh, no. No, we can win this, guys. We can win this. This at least gets one more card out of our deck. Oh, my gosh. Oh, let's just put a fire on this dude as well. Oh, man. Optimal players click cog at the top right. Also, it's crazy because in Pokemon Go, top left is the term, but I like top right. Free to play as well. Drink water post game. Yeah. We do need to get some water up. So what about that cogwheel? No. You watch. This is going to be the craziest draw of all time. So here's the thing, right? We're going to draw Lumineon. We're going to play Lumineon. We get a supporter card. We get Arven. We then get to play Forest Sealstone, which means that we get one card of anything that we want, one tool card, one item card. We're going to grab a Dragapult and a rare candy. We're going to get boosted up. We're also getting a sparkling Thingo, which means that literally next turn, when we draw Lumineon, we will be able to attack with Dragapult next turn. That is what is going to happen. It's not going to be an energy. Don't talk about energy. We've seen so many energy already. This is going to be the great... We've got like, what, a 1 in 46 chance of drawing Lumineon. Please. Please, I need Lumineon. Nothing except Lumineon helps me. It needs to be that one. Okay. They're doing so much stuff as well. I've been in this situation. Oh, they're drawing so much. Come on. Lumineon. Lumineon is not in prize cards. Lumineon is the next draw. Oh, what does that even do? Piercing Gaze reveals their hand. Discard a card you find there. No! They discard the energy. Lumineon Dream is still alive. If we draw Lumineon, we actually are still good. Okay, Lumineon. Think Lumineon thoughts. Come on, Lumineon. It's not Lumineon, but hang on. Oh no, because we can get your cloak, so we can do something, but then we can't use Arven the same turn, which does slow us down a little bit. But maybe all hope isn't lost. We're going to see a crazy comeback soon. You just wait. The cope is so strong. No. No, this is all legit. Okay, let's use our Recon Directive first, because maybe we get like a rare candy and then we can just evolve into Dragapult. Okay, we get Arven. Okay, we have Arven for next turn. Okay. We're moving, chat. We're moving. We're getting there. I believe. You just have to believe. Okay, Recon Directive. We get Iono Technical Machine Evolution. Okay, we could just... Okay. Iono seems really handy, but the fact that we have Arven... Let's go rogue. Let's go crazy. We attach the technical machine. We use the technical machine to get 2 Dragapults onto the field at once. Actually, it's probably not smart. We should probably only put one on... Oh, we only have one option anyway. Oh, right, because it actually does our bench. Okay, I see. Okay, so we might have lost our Recon Directive for the next turn. Look, this is going to be fine. Are we gaming? Oh, we're gaming, Magma. We're gaming. Come in. You know what your opponent has for next turn? A prize card. Maybe 2. No, this is legit, guys. This is legit. We can win this. Right? I see that, lol. No. We've won so many games in a row. And now we're facing disaster. But, okay, next turn. Oh, we can't even get a KO on Luxray straight away. Oh my gosh. They have so many fully evolved Pokemon. Okay, they Curse Blast or Cloak out of existence. No, they put it on Dragon. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we get a prize card though. So, Lumineon. That isn't useful to us anymore. We already have all of them. We have all of the Dragapults. We don't need Dragapults. Boss's orders. Okay, this is actually fine. They can take this one because we have another guy. I know that they're only going to be in one prize card. I'm aware, but it's still going to be great. Chat, is it true that we've indeed been winning prior to this? It is. Okay. See, this is even better for us, guys, because we now get to Recon Directive, pick up the Lumineon. I was saving it for this one. It's not Lumineon, but we can at least Night Stretcher. We can then evolve our Dragapult. We can Arven to get... What do we want? We want a Nest Ball plus Sparkling Gem thingy. No, wait, no. Our Sparkling Gem is in the prizes. No, you are joking. Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad. Well, I guess we just get Earthen Vessel. Oh, I guess we'll grab the rescue board just cause. But, oh, yikes. No. You have got to be kidding me. That is so ridiculous. Whoever scripted this game is ridiculous. Okay, we get our energy. This is the rest of the energy in our deck. We get an attack off, guys. This is huge. And look, I know that as soon as they get a single KO next turn, they win the whole game, but Badoo's back, baby. Badoo is so back. Okay. Well, we can't even get a KO. There's nothing that we can KO with 60. This is so sad. I guess we'll put stuff onto... we probably should have put it on a Hoot Hoot, but... This has not gone well. Do you not have a Psychic in the discard? Why did I need a Psychic from the discard? Oh, as in like I could have used Night Stretcher instead of using the... Yeah. Should have split them between the turtles. Okay, I can see how that logic applies. Yeah. Look, I can see how that could be baller if somehow we could run the game from here. Which, like, I guess it's not impossible. Channel renamed to TCG Steve. I don't know. I think we're putting some pretty good evidence to not do that. Would have done 10 to Fez? I mean, either way, I guess. Night Stretcher would have gotten Psychic and given you Counter Catcher to get Fez. Oh, we could have Counter Catchered. You're so right. Yeah, we could have Counter Catchered and then we'd actually almost be in this game. Almost. Thomas, welcome in. Doing well. Well, we're doing well in some senses. We're doing very poorly in other senses. They're now churning through their entire deck. Imagine if we win this. Wouldn't that be the craziest turnaround of all time? They get one energy card. They retreat, I guess, into Terapagos, who does 30 damage times the number of benched, which is, what, 3, 6, 8... That's 220 damage. Okay, see, if we had put the damage from the last attack onto this Terapagos, we could have picked up 2 prize cards here and we would have been in a pretty decent spot. That is not what we did, however. So, how do we recover from this? I have an idea. Okay. I've got something. We Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball, discard these 2, whatever. Boring. We go back to our original strategy of getting Luminion. Luminion, everyone. It's Luminion. Luminion. Did we already use we didn't use a supporter. Okay, hang on. What supporter do we want? We just want Boss's Orders. We play Luminion. We get Boss's Orders. We bring out their... Yes, I would like to use Luminous Sign. Luminion, Boss's Orders. We bring out their other turtle. Actually, no, let's bring out Ursaluna. Okay. We Boss's Orders the Ursaluna out, come out and play. We then use Forest Seal Stone to get whatever card we want, which I think in this case, we would love an Alakazam for a bit of funsies. So let's get Alakazam. I do see a suggestion in chat to get another boss. Does Alakazam make any... I think Alakazam makes sense because we can put 20 energy on that other Terapagos from Luxray. Oh, wait. Do we not have Alakazam? Oh, no, we do. Alakazam. Okay. We grab Alakazam, put this dude down. We then move 20 damage from the Luxray from the... No, actually, hang on. Hang on a minute. No, we'll move it from the Noctowl. 20 damage from the Noctowl to Terapagos, so that if that Terapagos shows its face again, we can get an instant KO. Let's just... I mean, we'll just hold on to that energy, I guess. Oh, wait. Yeah, no. We Phantom Dive. Wait, Stadium, move it from Owl onto Luxray, and you could have legit won. All on Lux? Yeah. Yeah. If they can't get this Ursaluna out and we get to use another Phantom Dive, we win. We do 200 damage to Ursaluna. We do 60 damage to the Luxray. If they can't swap. Okay. That's a swap. GG's. Oh, man. We tried. Oh, we tried. We tried. Funny, though. I think that's closer than it should have been. I think that is way closer than it had any right to be, and I think that was actually a pretty good game. Okay, let's catch up on chat. Put 200 on Fez, force them to retreat, and you'd get a 4-prize turn. Yeah, we actually had a few win cons there that I didn't see. Well, I didn't play properly. I think I was too busy in panic cope mode. So we got a new redeem? That's true. We did find a way to burn some channel points. Shall we get fish? Arvin counter catcher would have been nice. Ball for fish for Arvin, Arvin for counter catcher, or yeah, we went for boss. Move it from Owl into Luxray. We don't guarantee a win, right? We would have had a chance to win if they didn't run away. You needed counter catcher Iono there and you'd have won. Don't tell me that. I think that's pretty crazy though. And also part of why I like this sort of deck that goes absolutely sicko mode because it just seems ridiculous. Seems very ridiculous in many senses, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, I am going to do what was suggested before. I'm going to grab a quick drink of water, but I will be right back. So thanks for hanging out. If you do run off, I understand, but I'll be right back with some water and possibly a slightly less parched throat. Okay. We made it. Whoop. Okay, waiting. 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you haven't headed out already, I appreciate you stopping in 13 degrees. I appreciate the, the thoughts and advice the whole way through. But if you have already left, then, oh, it was nice to have you here for a little while all the same. But I've been messing around with a Dragapult Ironthorns deck in the IRL TCG, and man, is it powerful. I want to play this deck in the IRL TCG. I don't have the cards. I was sort of going through like all of the all of the stuff that I've hang on, let me see what I can actually see on camera. Like I was sort of going through the cards that I've got to be able to try and put this together. And I've got all of the I've got the energies, and we've got our earthen vessels and rare candies and counter catcher, artisan, all of this stuff that we've drawn from play Pokemon. They're all play Pokemon stamped. And best buddy Poffins and Iono's boss's orders, but I don't have any of the I don't have any of the Dreepy line. I don't have Badoo. I don't have Pheasantipity. I don't have Luminion. I don't have Forest Sealstone. I'm just missing a third of the deck, and it's kind of an important third. So it's sort of a tough spot to be in, to be honest with you. But look, it is what it is. Good news, Price Pack Series 6 will have a chance to pull both Dracloak and Dragapult. Yeah, also Pheasantipity will be in there. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Dreepy. It doesn't have Forest Sealstone. I do have TM Evo. So yeah, it's sort of it helps Prize Pack Series 6, but it doesn't. I'm still going to be missing a lot, unfortunately. I guess not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but I will be missing a fair chunk. Which is unfortunate, but let's go in for one more game. Dreepy shouldn't be too hard to get though, but yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah, I just, I am a little, it's a bit of a foreign territory for me. Just procuring cards. Debbie Pebble got all of the cards for my last deck that I used in the last 2 cups. So, because I used almost the same deck in the last 2 cups back to back. So it's sort of it sort of wasn't me. Okay, let's go first. Okay, we do get the Dreepy lead. We'll follow advice that we received before and not put Radiant Alakazam straight onto the bench, because we can get a little bit stuck. Waiting. It can't be that hard. This is almost the easiest step of the entire process. Okie dokie, Radiant Charizard. That is a tough lead for them. A good start for us. Let's buddy Poffin. Okay, we're so back. We're going to finish on a nice little win, I think. So let's go Dreepy Badoo. Let's go... Let's just put an energy on here, I guess. Let's save our Nest Ball. Actually, let's just Nest Ball Pheasantipity. Why not? Rad start. We're going to abuse this. True. Definitely a good start for us. Okay. Look, turn 1, we can't do too much. We just get our board state started a little bit, and the fact that they have a Radiant Charizard in the lead is pretty devastating for them. It's got a 3 energy retreat cost, so they're going to hope to get some stuff going relatively quickly. Next turn, we'll also be able to use Lance to double Dracloak to sort of get our card machine starting to turn. At the same time, we can just get a 3rd Dreepy onto the field, or we can go for the Dragapult. I'm not sure which one is the superior, and they just get stuck there. They've put 1 energy on Charizard. Oh, we actually draw a Dracloak. Okay, in that case, I'm going to put a Dracloak back here, use the Recon Directive straight away in case we get access to a rare candy. We get a switch card. let's grab the switch, because then we can at least do Badoo things, I think, is the play. Okay. We'll go for Lance. We'll grab one of these, one of these, one of these. Put Dreepy down, put Dracloak down, and then we'll switch into Badoo and just item lock them, which is really going to put them in such a tough spot from the get-go, which I love to see. And then we've got another Psychic Energy, so let's just put it on this Dracloak over here. Putting Fez down is questionable, though. I don't know. I mean, I had a nest ball. I know that you shouldn't use it unless you've got a reason to use it, but I don't know. It sort of felt like it might show value if they could get an attack going. And they just concede. Look, it was almost impossible for them to recover from that one. So, look, I think we give it one more. All right, I think what we'll do is we'll actually sign off the YouTube video here, and then we'll do another one for funsies. I think that's what we'll do. So, look, let's... And look, sometimes you have a terrible, terrible, terrible game and you're just sitting there hoping and praying the entire time. Sometimes your opponent is in the exact same spot and they make the much smarter play of just hitting the retreat button, quitting out and going into the next game. But some of us aren't that smart. But with that said, I had a lot of fun using TimDanklin's deck. Definitely big shout out to him again. The link is going to be in the description to go check out his video talking through the deck. But honestly, I love this deck and I'm absolutely going to keep using it. I'd love to give it a go in a sort of in-person local if I had the cards. Unfortunately, I'm missing about 22 of them, including the entire Droopy line, which is a bit of a disaster. They're definitely kind of one of the most important parts of the deck. So if I could just stumble upon all of those cards, I would absolutely love to jump in and give it a go. But look, until then, we'll just see how things go. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I know this PvP Josh channel is a little bit more it's a bit of everything. It's a bit of variety stuff, but hey, there's going to be some more Pokemon TCG stuff in the future for sure. But look, have fun, enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. All right, YouTube videos are done, over. We can keep battling though. Oh, hang on, I forgot about actually we can't end there because I did say I was going to draw the packs. My bad. You had access to another recon, by the way? Yeah, fair enough. I didn't use it, you are right. But they were bricking pretty bad. Okay, so let's play this game and then we'll sort of draw the packs and stuff. And we might just ditch that entire YouTube outro. Or I just cut in with the card packs, I guess. Let's just cut in with the card packs. Let's play it straight. Oh, let's not. People do click off in outros, famously. Okay, opponent goes first. No squirrels. What a name. Okay, not a bad start. We get a Dreepy, we get a Duskull, we've got a Buddy Poffin to get another Dreepy and a Badoo. They mulligan off no Pokemon, so no hints as to what they're running. It's an Eevee back. They have Fire Energy and Water Energy though, so I think we're going to guess that it's the Eevee Flareon EX deck. Seems like the fairest of guesses. Is he going to be Surledge? Oh, really? Oh, man. Oh, man. I would like one card, please. That works. It's Eevee deck. I'm a genius. It does have Arceus in it, though. I don't know. I know that it's scary. I know that I should know what it does, but I'll need to play an Arceus deck to actually lock it into my noggin. Okay, they TM It's turn 1, bucko. You can't be doing that thing. Now I've been wrong before, I guess. I have never been wrong. I'm a genius. Yeah, I'm not sure what the strat is here, bucko. They can't use it turn 1, can they? Or can they? No, they can't. Have they just goofed? I'm confused. No, they can't. Yeah, I feel like they've goofballed. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think they meant to do that. We actually pick up a Dreepy. So that's Buddy. Let's get a third Dreepy and a Badoo. We can there's no real reason Artisan, so we'll actually just discard. Well, we'll discard it because Arven and Iona are going to be more useful to us. Boom, boom. We go Arven. We're going to grab... What are we going to grab? I like the idea of a rescue board. So that we can run into Badoo. Actually, they don't really need items, so I don't think we should try and item lock them this turn. I think instead we just go Technical Machine. And then we just grab an ability to get Cloak, ideally. I guess we'll just grab an Ultra Ball. I don't love it, but it's something. And then we just attach energy, attach TM evolution, evolve our 2 guys in the back to Dracloak. Dude, you're going to have a Dracloak this turn? 2 of the suckers. Choose one of these guys. That guy, please. This one. Bada-boom. And then we can Ultra Ball Dragapult next go. See, now, this is just a lesson to no squirrels. That's how you use the TM evolution card. Okay, they get the Flareon in, which is pretty spooky. They are going to get up to 130 damage here, which will KO my Dreepy, but then we're kind of, set to get moving, which is not too bad. I would have grabbed Rare Candy so that your active could be Pult instantly, but yeah, this will work too. But it couldn't have been Pult instantly, right? Like, it just couldn't have been. Because we weren't going to be able to get a Rare Candy and a Dragapult. And now it's just getting KO'd. Right? I mean, it's dead now. So, like, did I miss something? Holy. Okay, that's going to be 280 damage coming out of this guy, the next one. Oh, wait a minute. We might not be able to attack straight away. So let's go to our free retreat Badoo. See if we can't get something cooking. Uh-oh. Give me the crystal. Sparkling crystal me. Forest Seal Stone could be handy. We can just grab the Dragapult. And then we can Ultra Ball, get Lumineon, play Lumineon, get an Arven. Arven gets us the Sparkling Crystal. Or we just Recon Directive it. That's not Recon Directive it. We can Counter Catcher though. I don't think that's that useful to us though. We'll grab it, but I don't think we necessarily need it. Oh, we should have... I guess Boss's Orders doesn't matter. Both do the same thing. Okay, let us evolve this dude up just so he... In case they bosses it, I guess. Put an energy on. We will use... Why are we going to use Ultra Ball? Oh, to get Lumineon. So Ultra Ball. Let's ditch Counter Catcher, I guess. Do we ditch Alakazam? But Alakaz... screw it. Get rid of the guy. Go. Oh, wait, no, we're dumb. We're so dumb. We could have moved 10 energy to the Flareon and then... it would only be 60 away from being KO'd, which is the exact right amount, but oh well. Oh well. We will learn one day. Oh, hang on. We can use Lumineon to get Arven. We can grab a Night Stretcher to get Alakazam back from the dead. And then grab the Sparkling Crystal. Arven. We play Arven. We grab Night Stretcher, Sparkling Crystal. Now you're thinking like a TCGer. We're locked in. We Night Stretcher. We grab the Alakazam. We attach the Sparkling Crystal to this guy. We put Alakazam over here. We free retreat this dude. Bring this guy up into the front. We're cooking. Dragapult. Phantom Dive. It auto does it for us because there's not any options. And then We're doing not too bad. We are going to get hit with 280 damage on this turn, but we'll at least survive to live another day. Hoot. Squawkabilly also rogue because it's useless this turn. It doesn't do anything for you. You can't use its ability. I'm kind of wondering, seeing as we're not in Arceus tier, if like we're not in Master tier, if this is like, because like I'm in this tier, right? And I don't know what most decks use, and I'm kind of wondering if like this is a newer player to this deck, like they haven't really used a lot of these cards before. Because like the mess up on TM Evolution, the mess up on Squawkabilly, like this seems a little odd all around. But like we'll take it. Okay, and they actually get no Pokemon out of their prize cards either. We're definitely in a good spot here, to be honest with you. Take the 280. We'd love to get a bit more set up in the back. Okay, well, we're IO-winning, that's for sure. And let's do it before we Recon Directive. Draw a new 6 cards. Not the most useful, but could be useful. Potentially. Let's Dusclops up. Oh, hang on, it's very useful because now we have Dusclops. We have got a lot more energy to play with. Hello. Now let's Recon Directive. Lance or Arven? We already owned this turn, but let's grab Arven. Recon now, trainer. We reconned. So we have options. We can Dusclops insta KO Hoot. We can put 50 damage onto Arceus. We can... Well, look, whatever we do, we can't get this Flareon out. So we are just going to be KOing it. So we're going to move 20 damage off of this guy to somewhere else. Logical place seems to be Arceus to me. I think that we Dusclops KO the Hoot. The alternative is 50 damage goes over here to 130. We put 60 on it to be 180. To be honest with you, I just think that we KO the Hoot. Call it silly, but it feels like I'm a little bit more spooked by the potential of a supporter card from their end. Kinda. Or just getting access to trainer cards. Plus we get a prize card, which is nice. I like taking out the Hoot. Sounds good. Get a Poffin. We can at least put a Dreepy on the field, I guess. Or Duskull, that works too. And now we go for the KO. And we put all of this on Arceus. Okay, we're looking good, I think. Look at all of that stuff going to the discard pile. Yikes. You know that I've only disconnected to the fact that it's called Sobble and it's sobbing? I'm actually a bit of a smart cookie. Nothing more human than pattern recognition, and boy, I've got it in spades. Emergency Jelly, what do you do? You're in an emergency, this could be good. At the end of each turn, if the Pokemon is attached, has 30 HP or less remaining, heal 120 damage? Oh, heck. But that's a tough ask to get to that specific circumstance. 30 HP or less? You're hoping that I do... Oh, actually, if I do 60 damage to you, then that would put you there. So fair enough. But yeah, that doesn't seem good. I don't know why you would want that in your 60. It seems like such a waste. But we're so good, it's fine. Like, even if we were like, not something, we could like we've got options to try and get into boss's orders, and we can move stuff around. Like, we're looking pretty decent. Okay, and they have put it in the back so that... But, like, now we just actively don't put it below the 30, right? Like, we just don't do that. Was that a double turbo, or is it just glass trumpet? That lets you put stuff on the bench, right? Choose 2 of your benched normal type Pokemon and attach a basic energy to it. Okay, so they can give this guy 3, which will let him do 130 damage. They can't retreat Vaporeon back into it. But if they have a switch card, they could bring Arceus back in and KO us. Okay, they've put an energy on Squawkabilly. Attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard to one of your bench. That feels very last ditch. Search your deck for 4 basic energy cards. Okie dokie. Then they can't attack with Vaporeon this turn. So they need a switch to get, like, Arceus back into attack, I guess. Except they didn't put all 3 energy on it. They only put 1. Like, I guess you could retreat into Squawkabilly, but then, like, I just KO you. I put another 60. I don't know, man. This doesn't seem like the way. We can counter catcher. We can't counter catcher. We don't have enough thingies. We could bounce boss's orders. Oh, we can boss's orders. That's fun. Let's put... We already have a psychic energy on this dude. We don't need another one. We actually need fire energy. So that's a recon directive. Pheasantipity or boss's orders. I mean, neither of them are particularly useful to us, but... I guess we just grab boss... let's grab boss's orders. Because we can use 1 this turn, 1 next turn, I guess. Or we can Arven. Arven doesn't really do much for us, to be honest with you. Might as well just boss up Arcs. Painful swings from Arc to the Vape. Yeah, that feels like it. And we can put 60 on Vaporeon. It'll bring it down to 200. Yeah, that feels like all we do. Feels like about the main play to me. We Alakazam. Scooch some of you to some of you. Bada whoops. Bada bing. And bada boom. Mr. Worldwide when I walk in the room. Yeah, and we just go for it, I guess. Perfect. Mwah. Take it, Arceus. Get 2. Put 60 on Thingo. Even if Vaporeon's up in the lead. Now, technically, we can still lose this. We are in a position where we can lose this. It's very unlikely. But, like, they are almost guaranteed going to KO our Dragapult this turn. And then we are kind of just in a race against time to get another Dragapult set up. Which that's our only aim. So oh wait, we could literally just Arven to get something going. So we should be fine. They can't Briar. I don't know what Briar does. What does Briar do? Okay, they get the KO here. 60 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon EX. We don't have any other EXs. So that's not a fear, luckily. They do go for it though, which makes sense because the other one would stop them from attacking next turn. Okay. We need Dragapult. Let's put our free retreat Badoo up. When in doubt, always put a free retreat up front. And we get a switch card anyway. Okay, let's recon directive. We are about to have a hand bigger than the screen can even handle. Draw Cloak or Ultra Ball. That's Ultra Ball. If Briar is used, it allows the person to take an extra prize card. I see. Yeah, Ultra Ball. What do we get rid of? We've got so many options. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of one of these Psychic Energies because we have a gazillion of the suckers. 1 Dragapult, please. Only works when they have 2 prize cards left, I see. Did we haven't used it. We still need a Fire Energy, which we can manage. They're not all in our discard, are they? 1, 2 in a discard. So as long as this last prize card isn't the Fire Energy, We can Arven. Hopefully this works. Arven into Earthen Vessel. Actually, it's probably just safer to go for the Forest Sealstone. Oh wait, we get both. Doy. But I think it's safer to go for Forest Sealstone because then we can just instantly check if we can do it, and if we can't, we can make a new strat. Fire Energy. Bingo. GG's. Fire. It's quicker for me to just play the switch card instead of clicking into Badoo and then clicking retreat. And GG's. We did it, gamers. Okay, now let's open some packs. Baba booey. Let's go. So easy. Thank you. Thank you. $1,090 damage done that game. That's pretty crazy. But pretty clean. Grand scheme of things. You know, we didn't quite push into the next tier, but I guess we have to redo the YouTube outro here. Let's collect this as well. Tier unlocked. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. This is a lot of cards, isn't it, in this thing here? Okay, let's redo the YouTube outro. Well, that is how it goes sometimes. Some you win really, really hard. Some you lose really, really hard, and you just are hoping for one single card to pop up, and then it doesn't pop up, and then you're in a lot of trouble. But it goes both ways. So I really did have a lot of fun with this deck, though. But as I said, we are going to open some packs at the end of this thing based on our rewards thingos. But I do just want to say a massive thank you to TimDanklin for not only putting the video out, because, you know, it was very helpful in at least getting a Dragapult deck going, but also just shout out for being a really cool guy as well. I know that we've like interacted very little in mainly just like YouTube comments and such, but still cool all the same. But look, we get an execute, we've got an Eevee. We haven't opened a lot of these packs, so we are missing a lot of these things. Like we don't have Professor's Oak, the Professor's Research, we don't have like the shiny Dundun not the Pheasantipity that we're using, but it's something at the very least. But yeah, as always, the PvP Josh channel is a little bit of everything, just a spattering of random content outside of the main PvP Steve Pokemon Go channel. But and we get the little bit of a shiny Leafeon as well. And we get the massive Collector's Crate, which I assume is like a ton of cards. I really don't have a concept of how many it is, but we'll find out, I guess. There's the Briar that Magma Man is talking about as well. We've got that ancient card that was really, easy beat for a little bit earlier. We actually get a bit of a different Dusknoir than the one that we've been running around with. There's a non-EX Sylveon, a Brassius full art, and then a Time also. And then last card, Glaceon EX. Nice. Looking good. But, and I think we also... Didn't we get like a Flareon as well? Maybe we already clicked through that. But anyway, end of this video. So do subscribe if you do want to see more stuff like this eventually. It's not going to be the next video on the PvP Josh channel, but it's there all the same. And until then, I will see you in the next one. But do go check out the TimDanklin video in the YouTube description for the actual explanation from his end of how the deck goes. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Cool. Dunzo. We did it, chat. We did it. If I can be honest, I really don't like how these Pult decks don't run super odd, especially with so little energy. To be honest with you, I haven't necessarily run into a problem with it yet. Yet. Heavy emphasis on the yet. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't think we didn't say anything about running this deck in real lifeies for this one, but, well, it is what it is. But anyway, thanks everyone for coming out. Had a good time. Looking forward to doing a little bit more of this in the future as well. As I said in the last stream, this was going to be a bit more of a variety week because I don't want to play any more Love Cup. So this is what it is. But we're going to head over to Dash Ducks to watch the duckies as well. But might just be traumatized from the one time that I ran out of energy while I had a solid position one time. And that seems fair enough. But have a good day. Have a good day all. Thanks for stopping in. I really do appreciate it. Especially because I know that these streams are always going to get a little less viewership. It's still a lot of fun anyway. But have a good one. Later, guys. Bye. Okay, we rated off VOD watchers. We redo the outro, but this time actually say the things about like the cards and stuff. I think we do. Let's give it another shot. Okay. Or at least let's just say, maybe we don't bother. You know what? Let's not bother. Let's just record it in case. I'd love to give it a go in person one time. Unfortunately, I don't quite have all of the cards. I do have like a lot of them, but I'm missing about like 20, including the entire Dreepy line. I just don't have. So if I had access to the cards, I'd love to give it a crack in person, but until then, online will have to do. So I appreciate that TCG Live is there. And then whoops. And then we'll just cut it to the other thing. But anyway, thanks for watching, VOD watchers. I will see you in the next one.